Hi guys, today I wanted to share all of the movies that I have watched in the last 30 days. So if you want to see what I've seen and the thoughts that I have on them, because oh, Mama has thoughts, then keep watching. So this month I have watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 movies, and I am saying month as in like the last 30 days because I don't want to wait till the end of the month. I'm excited to talk about these now and also start a new list. So let's get into it. So these are in no particular order, not in the order that I watched them, not in the order that I like them the most. They're just sporadic. Let's get into it. Okay, the first one on the list is Dead Con. Boy, oh boy. This movie it follows this YouTuber at this YouTube convention, and also there's like a computer virus demon, and she gets possessed, and it's a hotel room, and it's really bad, and don't waste your time on it. They did cast an actual YouTuber, and she did okay, and the movie story was shit, and it could have been done so much better had somebody put more than 5 minutes into the script or the actual idea of this movie. I watched Miss Americana, which is the Taylor Swift documentary. I thought it was interesting. I preferred the Lady Gaga documentary because I feel like it was a little bit more, of a personal look into her life, but I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed the highlight on Taylor's issue, like coming out politically. I thought that was really cool. And it also, anytime there's a documentary about a singer or an actress, it always makes me want to go and re-listen to all of their albums or watch all of their movies, and that's exactly what this did. I've been on a big Taylor Swift kick, and I would recommend it if you're a fan or if you like her music. Pet Sematary, the new one. It was really bad. I didn't like it at all. It was so boring. It was so boring. Like I don't have any more descriptive words other than, oh my god, it was so freaking boring. It's well acted. It's got pretty like cinematography, but it's just, don't waste your time. There's better movies out there. Like the next one that I saw, As Above, So Below. I know that this is kind of a polarizing movie, so I want to read you the actual description of this movie because I think it does it justice. So this is: the archaeologist Scarlett Marlowe has devoted her life to finding one of history's greatest treasures, Flamel's Philosopher's Stone, which according to legend can hold eternal life and grind any metal into gold. When she learns it's hidden underground in the catacombs of Paris, which it kind of follows like this national treasure sort of thing at the beginning where she's like running around taking all of these clues and then she puts it together, and then it devolves into a horror movie, and it's so claustrophobic and it's so like, it's so interesting to watch. It doesn't stay on like one scene too long or in one location too long. They're constantly moving through the catacombs, which this was the first movie that was actually granted permission to film in the actual catacombs of Paris, which gives it so much. It gives the movie so much more intrigue while you're watching it. So as they descend further into the catacombs, they all kind of have to face their own personal demons and regrets through their life, and it's just really, really interesting. Again, polarizing kind of movie. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 26%, and there's not like a ton of crazy great reviews. Like IMDb, it has a 6.2, but it's interesting, it's well acted, and it's something that like I kept thinking about days afterwards, and it actually scared me to the point where I was thinking about it at night, and I was like, I should probably go to bed before I like devolve into some sort of like, I can't get out of bed because my covers are over my head and there's monsters in my room. Like, it was a scary movie, and I really like, that's what I've been missing. I love it. It was good. It was really good. It's something that I will definitely rewatch. And then we go to a documentary, which was Killer Inside: The Mind of Aaron Hernandez, which it was interesting. I'm not a sports person, but the story was interesting and tragic, and it's definitely worth a watch. And then I watched The Gallows 2. The Gallows, the first one, it was not great. It was barely good. It was watchable and it held my attention. But The Gallows 2 was trash and not worth a watch. It was poorly acted. The storyline was ridiculous. It was just stupid. So it's not even like a bad movie that's worth watching because it's a bad movie. It's just a stupid movie. It's very on the trend with Dead Con, where it's like, you could have put a little more effort into this, right? Speaking of bad movies, I watched The Hoarder, which is another Misha Barton, like, D-list horror movie, but I will say, leaps and bounds better than The Basement, which is a movie that I watched a month and a half ago or something. Horrible. Like, don't watch it. It was so fucking bad. this was okay. Like, it was something that I would never watch again. It was something that wasn't really that scary. The acting wasn't amazing. But when you compare it to Dead Con, I would watch The Hoarder over that. Even though you're definitely not going to be sitting there enjoying the entire movie because people are overacting, people are reacting like psychos to shit that you would never overreact to. Like, I don't know. There were so many dumb choices through this movie. As I'm talking about it, I'm like, was it okay? Like, it's worth a watch. It's a bad movie that's worth a watch just to, like, get through an hour and a half of your life, you know? If you're into a bad movie, this could be one that you enjoy. Maybe. Maybe. Strong maybe. I watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith because I don't know why. I saw gifs of it on Tumblr and I wanted to rewatch it, and it was not as good as I remember. But it was the movie that broke up Jen and Brad. So, there you go. And then my boyfriend disclosed to me that he had never seen the Harry Potter movies, to which I was disgusted, and we started to watch the series. We have watched the first one, which he enjoyed, and we are like halfway through the second one, and then I fell asleep. So, we're getting through it. There will be a lot of Harry Potter on this list, and if you haven't seen Harry Potter, please become a real person and watch Harry Potter. What are you doing? And then the last movie on this list is not a horror movie, and it's also not a bad movie, which, praise. This is an Amazon Prime original movie, and it's called Britney Runs a Marathon, and oh, it was so good. It's kind of like an indie movie, but it's not like so indie where you're like, wow, this is like weirdly raw. Like, it's still really funny. It follows this woman, Britney, and she's just kind of like lazy. She just kind of just sits around, does the bare minimum, sucks at her job, doesn't have a ton of self-confidence, so she just makes a lot of jokes so she can be that like funny friend. She really doesn't have a lot of self-esteem. She lets people use her sexually and just emotionally. And then she just decides one day she's gonna go for a walk, and then she goes for a run, and then she joins this running team, and then she wants to run the New York City Marathon, and it's really good. Like, it held my attention completely. It kind of follows like beat for beat what you would expect a movie like this to follow, but it was still really well done. It was really well acted, and I liked the movie a lot. I would maybe rewatch it if I was kind of looking for something that's a little bit more uplifting. And those are the 10 movies that I watched this month, which is a lot, but I've been noticing I'll turn on like a D-list movie or something in the background while I'm editing, so I can kind of half watch it while I'm doing something, because, you know, us millennials, we have no attention span, and we need to have 7 different forms of entertainment on us at all times. So that's what I've been doing, and I don't know, maybe like how many movies out of all of these would I rewatch or recommend? Let's do that tally. Dead Con, no. Miss Americana, yes. Pet Sematary, no. As Above, So Below, yes. Killer Inside, if you're into that kind of thing. The Gallows, no. The Hoarder, only if you want to watch a really poor movie. Britney Runs a Marathon, yes. Harry Potter, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you want to rewatch it, you can, but it wasn't that great. It was pretty, I was really bored watching it again. And I wanted to stick through it to see if it would get better, and then it didn't. Yeah. Oh, and then I guess I also watched Crazy Stupid Love, but I watched that yesterday and I already did a film reaction to it, so if you want to see that, I will link it down below. You can check that out. I watched it for Valentine's Day, to do a Valentine's Day movie reaction, and then the next day, To All the Boys I Loved Before 2 came out, and I didn't know that was supposed to happen, and if I had known, I would have done a reaction to that instead, so fuck me. That is it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. It really, really helps more people see these videos, just having more action on these videos with you guys commenting and liking and sharing. And please, in your comments, let me know the movies that you've seen this month that you would recommend and that you would rather die in a hellfire than ever watch again. Like Dead Con. Okay. Oh boy. I really need to just bang my head against a wall and forget that that movie exists. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.